Premier's office continues to support the Adult Enrichment Seminar. It's an annual event that's hosted by the National Council of the Girls Brigade and is powered by the government of the Virgin Islands. And I'm so glad that you could be here, Ms. Smith. You're from the Girls Brigade,
yes,
and you're here to tell us more about this year's seminar and when it's going to be taking place. So welcome to our program.
Thank you for having me, Mrs. Harris.
Well, the Enrichment Seminar, the Adult Enrichment Seminar, is actually now in its 9th year. And a number of persons, they've graduated, they've gone on from the skills attained. I mean, I passed through on a few of the sessions last year when it was being held, and it was really, really interesting. So for this year's seminar, interested persons, do they have to be in the hospitality industry, or do they need to be working in that particular field?
Not particularly. Just to give you a briefing, Mrs. Blyting, who's the coordinator for the annual Adult Enrichment Seminar, she initially started the table setting competition, which was geared towards youth. And she got an outreach and a cry for, something for adults. So the Adult Enrichment Seminar is basically for persons ages 18 years and older who have a knack for hosting events, whether privately or publicly, who want to hone their skills, or even they can be in the hospitality industry as well, because there are many benefits from being involved in the seminar.
Well, I know there have to be many benefits, because when I passed in, I will never forget, it was intense.
It was.
There were some seriously intense sessions with your facilitators. Tell us, when are the sessions going to be held, and who are some of your chefs that will be working with the students?
Okay, this year's Adult Enrichment Seminar will be held from the 5th, which is next week, Monday, and it will end on the 16th, which is the following week, Friday. This year we have a few persons from the community. We have Mrs. Janice Brathwaite Edwards. She's, our city manager. So she'll be speaking about formal and informal events, how to be a good host and hostess, and just an introductory of the entire program. We also have Chef Willow Stout, who will be doing lunches and dinners. We also have Miss Kimberly Kuntz. She'll be doing table setting and service. We have Chef Henry Prince, and he will be doing brunches, breakfast, and desserts. Also, we have Alistair McMaster, who will be facilitating bartending and wine service. We have Marriott and Alvin Smith facilitating the vegetarian cooking. And we have Mr. Rollins. He's a mixologist of our BVI culinary team, and this year he will be participating and facilitating our tea parties and cocktail party sections.
Ms. Smith, what we understand about the whole seminar, and again making reference to when I visited, we saw fish being filleted, we saw drinks being mixed, we saw items that you would never think to include in the breakfast aspect of brunch and all of this. When your participants graduate, what happens next after that?
Okay, after the awards ceremony, which will be on the Sunday, persons that participate can take those skills that they've learned and they can use it in their homes. They can use it, if they have a business, maybe in catering or interior decorating or anything in hospitality industry. Also, they can take it back to their jobs if they do have a career in that particular industry. And based on stories that I've heard from past participants, persons that work in the industry, they've moved up the ladder because they've showcased the skills that they were able to hone being a participant. Also, we've had persons that actually started businesses because they come to love the art so much and made a business of it. So those are just some of the stories that I was able to hear about.
So the sky is the limit once you've graduated from this program.
Right. Yep.
Brunch, lunch, tea parties, cocktails, dinners. For those persons who may hear this program or even see it after September 5th, is it too late to register, or can we still get in touch with you?
Okay, you can still get in touch with us. However, we will encourage you to sign up by Monday. However, if you're unable to sign up by Monday, we encourage you to still listen out for when we have our 10th year anniversary and get your tickets and get your registration forms for then.
The awards dinner, the awards ceremony that's going to be held on September 18th, what can persons, patrons, supporters, friends, persons who are just curious to see, well, what all the hype is about, what can they expect on that evening?
Okay, that evening, all persons that come out, they will be blown away.
Blown away. You say this so confidently.
Yes, because all of your senses will be touched. You will get to see the participants in action. You will get to taste. You will get to touch. You will get to hear the sizzling food being prepared.
See, touch, hear, taste?
Yes.
Any tasting going on?
Yes.
Of course.
Of course. You must. That is the highlight. You will get to taste. Also, your eyes will be able to see the many decorations, because they will be learning how to prepare a formal event, and this is a formal event, so they'll be able to do a little decorating as well. So it will be a very fabulous event, trust me.
And the venue for the closing ceremony, where is it taking place?
Okay, the closing ceremony along with the actual 2-week seminar will be held at Adriana's Restaurant in Manuel Reef Marina this year. The closing ceremony will be at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. Are tickets available for this event, or can we just turn up and enjoy?
Yes, tickets are $20. You can get from any of the participants. You can also get from any of the committee members, or you can just show up and you can pay at the door as well.
Ms. Smith, thank you so much for having been on the program with us to share more about the 2016 Adult Enrichment Seminar.
Thank you very much for having me.
For the Department of Information and Public Relations and the Premier's Office, I've been your host, GIS Information Officer Nadia James Harris, and my guest on today's program has been Miss Sarah Smith. She is a member of the National Council of the Girls Brigade, and she's been here sharing with us on the upcoming Adult Enrichment Seminar, which is being hosted by the Girls Brigade from September 5th to 9th, and again from September 12th to 16th. The seminar closing ceremony is held on September 18th, and you are encouraged to contact the Girls Brigade in order to get your tickets to attend the program. For more information on government's news and to keep up with the latest updates, remember to visit us at bvi.gov.vg or follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.